Welcome to Creation versus Evolution, Topic 14, Languages, a Problem for Evolutionists. Professor Cavallis Forza, who taught at Stanford University, wrote a book on his life's work on the relationship between human genetics, geography, and language. He's described in the book as the world's leading expert on human population genetics, who, at the time of the writing of this book, he had worked for 55 years to develop ingenious methods for understanding the history of everybody, including the way our species, humans, has evolved and spread, leading to different races, cultures, and languages. Cavallis Forza states that language is the major characteristic distinguishing us from the apes. Children are born, he quotes, with the propensity and ability to learn a language. It requires a precise anatomical and neurological foundation, which apes don't have, and which Cavallis Forza believes was present in our earliest ancestors. You see, languages include more than just the use of symbols. They include things like syntax and grammar, meaning although apes have been taught to sign a few things, that should never be confused with real or true sign language, which includes grammar and syntax. One example of this, there was a group of deaf children who lived in Nicaragua, and they were raised together in an environment without any spoken word. They spontaneously developed their own highly complex sign language, complete with rules of grammar and syntax. Human brains carry the intricate programming that makes this possible, even inevitable. Deaf people process sign language in the same areas of the brain in which hearing people process spoken language. But this ability is unique to humans and non-existent in non-human creatures. Now, if language evolved in the step-like Darwinian manner as evolution dictates, what would we expect? Well, we would expect some languages to be more primitive, while others would be more advanced. Yet Cavallis Forza acknowledges that there are no primitive languages. All contemporary humans use very complex languages, and the grammar and syntax of some primitive people, which, according to Darwin's theory, evolution, means the darker your skin, the closer to the ape you are. Some of the languages of the people with darker skin are far richer and more precise than the more evolved languages like English and Spanish. All known languages can be grouped into 17 language families, but linguists have trouble reconstructing relationships above the family level. In fact, most modern classifications stop at the family level, and some linguists have completely ruled out the possibility of an hierarchical classification above the family level. In reality, the situation is far worse than simply lacking a reliable evolutionary tree to link all modern languages, because it's not even certain that all languages share a common origin. These are problems most linguists consider insolvable, and some agree that there is no evolutionary explanation for the origin of language. Also, not only does this enormous complexity of human language confound evolutionists, but the timescale for these languages is also stunningly recent. Cavallis Forza wrote in his book, most language families appear to have developed during a period between 6,000 and 25,000 years ago. Now, this is a serious issue for evolutionists who believe languages separate us from the apes because it was present in our earliest human ancestors, and they believe our nearest common ancestors with the apes lived about 5 million years ago. If evolutionists are correct, then where has this 99% of language history disappeared to? Well, if you're a creationist, it's no problem at all for you because it's not missing. It never existed. Thank you for joining me today.